Alright guys, I'm back, here with another video, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really like how long it's taken for the refining forges to make metal, because they only make one at a time, and indie forges make 20 at a time, but they run off gasoline. They also take a lot of resources to make, so I'm gonna go ahead and grind those out, and I'll bring you guys back when I can place it. Alright guys, I'm back and I've managed to get all the resources needed to make the Indie Forge. So, I'm gonna go ahead and craft it right now. And I want to place it maybe like back here. That way it's out of the way and doesn't take up too much space. But, I don't know. I definitely want to have it outside. So, I'm thinking that's where I'm gonna put it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple metal foundations real quick to actually put the forge on, because I don't want anything being able to break it, because it definitely took a lot of resources to grind out and I don't want to do that again. So I'm gonna make 10 foundations there. um I don't know if you guys saw this, but I actually tamed a couple of these frogs because they helped me get paste from a cave that I go to. Because what frogs do is once they kill bugs, they collect a decent amount of chitin as well as get some paste from the bug that they killed. So they automatically make it for me and I don't have to like do any extra work that I don't want to. Um, Alright, anyway, I'm gonna get back to placing this forge. Where'd those foundations go? Here they are. Alright. So let's grab those. Let's grab the forge. And then we're gonna place it back here. Alright, let's make a little 3x3 structure. Forge? Oh geez, that's actually like way bigger than I thought. Let's kind of line this up a little bit. Let's see what we can do. That's not straight. Let's try this. That's also not straight. So we're just gonna try to place it as perfectly as we can. Alright, I think that's good. Nope, hangs off the back. Too bad, not fixing it. Alright guys, I'm back. Exactly 1 day later from when I made the refining forge. It's been a while. But I was finally able to scrape together the resources needed to make a chem bench. What the chem bench does is it uses 4 times the amount of resources to craft items that a mortar and pestle would craft. Mortar and pestle, jeez, I don't know how to talk. But it gives back 6 times the return. So in a mortar and pestle, I would be crafting like 1 narcotic, which takes 5 berries and 1 spoiled meat for 1 narcotic. But in a chem bench, it would use 20 narco berries and 4 spoiled meat for 6 narcotics. Uh, Unfortunately, it runs off gas. That's like the only problem I have with it. But, I mean, I guess it's time. I guess. So, I'm going to figure out where I want to place this. I'm thinking in this corner, because I already moved the refining forges to outside. Actually, I might place it up top if I can. Can we do that? I can't really see it through the wood, but we'll try that. Does that hang out the... Yeah, it does a little bit. Let's try to move that before the timer goes away. Pick up. I actually might just put it down here, because, you know, there's like no reason to put it up there if it's in an awkward spot. Alright, let's make sure this doesn't stick through the wall. Alright, that's pretty good for now. I'm gonna go ahead and break these. That way I can just start using the chem bench. But, yeah. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is tame a Giga that I saw in the snow. It was a really low level, but, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, you know? Alright guys, so I'm back. And I managed to steal an egg from Jaren's Therizino line, and I hatched this little baby right here. It's got pretty decent melee. As you can see, I've imprinted once, but the health is pretty nice. So when that raises, it's going to be pretty nice to have for berries and stuff. I also got some pipeline from the water up to my base, because I'm tired of having to go down there every time I need water. And I put together a greenhouse that I'm actually just about to finish by putting the door on it, because I had fertilizer from the dung beetle that has just been piling up and I need to put to use. So I got all that done, and I'm going to start putting in seeds now to maybe, hopefully, tame some snails so they make cementing paste for me, so I don't have to like constantly be making that. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know that this is done. It's been a while since I've recorded, maybe like a week or two. But I've been making progress. Like I said, not recording. One of the first things I did was made this greenhouse with all the crops inside, so I can start making the crafted food and stuff, like sweet veggie cake for certain dinosaurs to tame. These industrial cookers are really good because instead of using like a cooking pot like I had inside the old house, right here, they don't need the like water skins, so you can just hook them up to an irrigation pipe and they have unlimited water, so you don't have to like do anything with that. Yeah, so obviously I've tamed a couple gigas off camera and started breeding them. I got a couple mutations. As you can see, we went from 120 melee to 245, so that's pretty cool. The thing that has been very hard to do is the layout for the main building here, the castle structure. It's nowhere near done for what I want to do. I want to have walls all around this entire plateau. As you can see, I have gates here and over there, but I want to have a wall that blocks off like dinos from getting in, certain players maybe, from the ground. And I'm gonna have a couple plant X turrets that shoot the enemies. The plant X turrets are kind of weird because you have to make sure they're irrigated and they have to have fertilizer. But yeah, that's what I want to do. Eventually, I'm gonna build a hatching station that's bigger than this one, and I'm probably gonna have that over there on that side of the plateau. I need to build a lot more houses like this that can just like be for decorative purposes inside the walls. And I don't really know if I'm gonna have a moat, because obviously I can't dig into the ground because this isn't Minecraft. But I was thinking I could have like a little buffer space where I would have like a wall and then a little bit of room between another wall where I could just put dinos and just have them on wandering and aggressive, so if anything like falls in, obviously they would get attacked. But one of the other things I need to show you is my tree platforms, which, if I can get out of this Giga's mouth, oh my gosh. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna let me. Hang on. Fuck this Giga. Okay, I guess you can come with whenever. But I'm also just gonna take the tabby because I don't feel like getting that PT out of the air. But yeah, over here in the redwoods, I have some tree tap saps, or tree sap taps set up on some platforms, which actually I haven't checked in a while, so it's probably a good thing that I'm going over here. But what these do is obviously they collect sap, which I can then use to craft some things like absorbent substrate, which is like used for gas masks and stuff, or I can just use the sap for the recipes. And one of the main reasons I have these taps is because I need it for sweet veggie cake, and sweet veggie cake is something that you need to tame two of the better animals in the game, in my opinion, the ovis and the snail. When I get back to the base, I will show you my snail farm.